Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Today I want to talk about my 4 months of usage with the LG Wing. Now, it's been great, honestly. I can't say. Now, the only thing that bothers me to some degree, but it doesn't surprise me at all, is that this phone is still on Android 10. Now, LG promised Android 13, but it's still on Android 10. Now, at this point, I'm figuring when Android 12 becomes available to more devices, this is just going to jump from 10 to 12, which I'm okay with. Completely okay with that. But, that's one of the big things I want to say right from the beginning. Still on Android 10. Now, if anybody else has this device and you're still on Android 10, please let me know down in the comment section. All right? All right. Now, how has my first 4 months with this device have been? It's been really good. Like I said, the only real somewhat thing that bothered me, but don't bother me because it's LG, was that it wasn't upgraded. Now, security updates, I've gotten some of those. Don't get them on a regular. And I got to keep in mind that the cell phone division for LG is shut down, so everything is going to be slow. But I will say this: when it comes to overall performance with this device, I haven't had any issues. Now, first, let me tell you about the fact that you can get this phone now for like a little over 300. So if you want this phone, you can get it for a really, really cheap price. Check on eBay. All right. Now, one of the things I love about this phone a lot is the build quality. I mean, look at this thing. It's beautiful. I mean, it looks like a Note, but Gorilla Glass 5 on the front and back, military grade, drop protected. This thing is beautiful. I mean, it really is. I mean, I love how sleek it looks now. It is a fingerprint magnet, but when it comes to build quality, this phone is excellent. I mean, it feels super premium. So if you're one of them people that don't like using cases, like I have a case here, because I just don't want to take the chance of dropping it, even though it's military drop protected. But I don't like seeing all them fingerprints. So I'm going to put a case on it. Gives me a little extra level grip. And this case has a kickstand, so I like that. But if you're the type of person that just don't like cases at all, I promise you, you will love the build quality of this device. It's super comfortable. It's thick, has really good weight. Now, keep in mind this. Let me say this. If you don't like heavy phones, you want to stay away from this. This phone is heavy. I mean, it really is. You could literally get hand and arm fatigue holding this phone in your hands for a long period of time, especially if you're on a phone call. So if you're going to use this for making phone calls, you want to make sure that you're using some kind of Bluetooth capability or use a speakerphone, because this phone is really, really heavy. So keep that in mind. So if you don't like heavy phones, stay away from this phone because this is a heavy phone, honestly, but it feels really, really good. All right, now, the always on display is something that I've always loved about LG. You can see this. Now, the thing I like about this even more than Samsung, look how big the picture is. I mean, the picture is huge, where you can see me and my son. Of course, you can see the time, the date, the day, battery percentage, and your notifications. Only thing I wish that the notifications were bigger and they were you could see exactly what they were. That's the only issue I have with the always on. Oh, well, the other thing is you can't see the fingerprint sensor. With Samsung, you could always see where the fingerprint sensor is at. On here, you kind of have to guess where it's at. But I love LG's always on display, especially because of how bright it gets and how big. If you want to use a picture, how big the picture is. Samsung's pictures are nowhere near this size. So I love LG's always on display. And to me, they were always second when it came to always on display. Now you got more people out there that's doing really good always on displays like Xiaomi. So Xiaomi is like really now to me Samsung, Xiaomi, and then LG. But even though LG is no longer in the cell phone market, but still the always on displays on their phones are excellent. All right. Now the next thing is the optical fingerprint sensor. It's okay. It's just okay. That's all I can say about it. It's not bad, but it's just okay. It's not a bad sensor, but it's not fast. It's not super accurate. It's just okay. Like, I mean, I don't know what else to say. You double tap. I mean, it does work, but it's slow. It's slow. I gotta tell you that. I gotta be honest. All right. So it's all right. Now the thing that makes this display so nice. Let me come out a little bit so you can see things a little bit better. Sorry about that. Now this display, this display is absolutely beautiful. 6.8-inch 1080p POLED display. It's beautiful. Now it's not a quad HD display, but I'm not gonna lie. It looks fairly close. I mean, it's really, really beautiful, and it gets adequately bright. You get an 87% screen to body ratio. You get an HDR10 plus. I would give the display an A plus. Honestly, really, it's just that beautiful. All right, so that's one of the things I love about this phone the most is the display, and y'all know that. Watch my channel. I'm all about that display. And also, I like the way they did, the bezels, is a nice thin bezel at the top, thin bezel at the bottom, really no bezels on the side at all. It's slightly curved. I wish they would have did this with the LG V60, but they had to put that stupid ugly notch on there that looks stupid. They should have did it just like this. This was the perfect way to do the display, and they should have been doing this on all their previous V series phones, but they didn't do that. But they did it right. The way they did the display on here was perfect. Now, let's talk about what makes the wing the wing. That's this right here. Now, of course, this is a little different. I can't make the wallpapers change down here like I can up there. They're kind of like permanent here, but they constantly change up here. But this is what makes the wing and makes it so unique. And the reason why I love this, because, you can still operate both of these separate from each other, which I love. This is the secondary display at 3.9 inches. It's also 1080p GOLED display. So it's a beautiful display as well. Everything down here, you could, if you want to get into eBay, you can do that separate from the top screen. So you can just use it separately. And then the thing I like about it, if you want to watch a movie or something, all you do is hit this button. Well, not that button. Hit this button, and also it turns this display off. You still get all your notifications, but it turns on grip lock. So you can see, you still got always on display. You can see your time, your date, day, battery percentage. You still got all your notifications. But when you want to watch a movie, you can hold the phone like this and just watch it easy, as opposed to, you know how you normally have to hold your phone like this. No, all you got to do is just hold it just like this, and you're good to go. And you can watch whatever you want. Now, let me turn the volume down real quick. Let me see if I got something here on deck as far as a movie. Let me see. No, not that. Let me see. Well, nope, keep doing the wrong thing. Okay, so I'm not going to really be able to show you a movie. Well, not a movie, and that's only because I don't have my SIM card in here, and I had all my movies on that. I could show you a little bit, I guess, Star Trek. So you're going to get a really immersive experience with this. I mean, it's a big screen, so you're going to love and just be able to hold it like this and don't have to have your hand in the way covering up. Now, the speaker is at the bottom down here. Now, that's the one thing I really don't like about this. No dual speakers. Like, they really screwed up when they didn't give us any dual speakers. I mean, that was a huge mistake. No dual speakers on a device like this, a premium device, a flagship device. No dual speakers. That was a disappointment. And also no face unlock. Now, the other thing is IP54 splash resistant. So you're going to get a little bit of water resistance, but your best bet is to keep this away from water. Now, it's 5G capable also, so you can get your 5G speeds. Comes with 256 gigs of internal storage. Now, I'm going to say that the storage of 256 gigs of internal storage has been very impressive, because I'm gonna tell y'all right now, except for this video that I'm doing right now, I shoot all my YouTube videos now with my LG Wing on manual mode because the video quality is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So all of my videos for the last several months, last 4 months, I've been shooting with my LG Wing on manual mode because I'm telling you, it's so beautiful and crisp and clear, and don't change colors and go yellow scale and stuff like that, like my Note 10 Plus was doing. I had to stop, because I don't know why it was doing that. When I would have stuff really bright like this, it couldn't handle it. When I brought stuff real close, it would turn the background real yellow. I didn't like that. So when I started trying to shoot with this, it was just a perfect medium, and I'm like, I'm staying with this. So this is now my new YouTube YouTube video shooter. I shoot all my YouTube videos with this device, and I love it. Now, the thing about if you're thinking about picking this up, like I said, it's a good phone. You'll love it. And the one thing that I always loved about LG, what I used to love about Samsung, you got expandable memory or quote unquote expandable storage. So this is capable up to 2 terabytes. So if you're that person that likes to go crazy shooting videos, you get a terabyte, because I don't think they make 2 terabyte SD cards yet. But just get a terabyte SD card. You ain't got to worry about, you can shoot as much video as you want to your heart's content. You're going to be good. And the fact that it starts off with 256 gigs is excellent, because I've shot, like I said, I shot tons and tons and tons of videos, and I haven't had to delete anything yet. Seriously, I still got plenty of space yet, and I've been shooting at 1080p at 60 frames per second. So storage capacity on this phone, whether it be internal or expandable, is awesome. You'll love that, okay? Also getting 8 gigs of RAM. RAM management on here has been very good. No problems with that. Also, the chipset Snapdragon 865G. It's a gaming chip, meaning it's very efficient. But like I said, I haven't had any issues as far as performance is concerned. I'm not saying it's the fastest phone that I have in my arsenal, but it's fast enough. It ain't slow by any means. There's some other phones that are a little faster, but I don't have any issues when it comes to overall performance. It's nice and smooth. I don't have any major issues. I don't have any issues at all. Honestly, everything runs very, very well. So when it comes to performance, no problems whatsoever. None at all. Nice and smooth. Okay? All right. Now, software updates, I told you. LG said they were going to give it Android 13. Still haven't gotten Android 11. But I'm hoping Android 12 sometime early next year, hopefully. Now, with the battery life, 4,000 milliamp battery, I usually, even with heavy usage, I can get a day and a half. So you'll like the battery on this phone. It'll last you a day and a half. Depending on your usage now, that's my usage. Your usage is going to vary because everybody uses their phone differently. Now, the wireless charging, very disappointed because it's 13 watts, super slow. It's the kind of device you want to charge up overnight. If you're going to use wireless charging, charge it up overnight, because 13 watts is super slow. You're looking at about 3.5 hours, okay, fully charged. Now, with the cameras, of course, you get these 3 in the back. Shoots very, very good photos and video. Well, especially video. Videos is the bomb, especially in manual mode. Camera, as far as regular pictures, it's really good. Now, I have some phones that are actually better, but you'll like the photo quality of this device. Definitely. It's really nice. Unless you're heavily into photography, maybe not so much. It just depends on you. Everybody, is different when it comes to photo quality. Like what looked good to me may not look good to you. So it just depends. That's subjective too, because things that I've seen reviewers criticize with certain photos on a phone that I've seen, and they criticize it, I'm like, I don't even know what they're talking about. Like, the picture looks awesome. So it just depends on you and your eye and what you see, and if you're just heavily into photography like that. So I'm not heavily into photography. I know what looks good to me. and I know what don't look good to me, and I just go with that. It don't have to be the best of the best out there, but I do want a decent camera. You're going to get that with the LG Wing. Not a problem at all. Now, my biggest issues would be it didn't come with no face unlock. Now, that's very disappointing for a phone premium like this, that it didn't come with no face unlock. That's disappointing. I don't know why LG made that decision. It didn't make any sense to me. Next thing, no dual stereo speakers, which was a big disappointment, especially with you being able to flip the phone like that. That secondary display and be able to hold it like that. It'd have been cool to have the speaker coming out the top and then coming out the bottom. That would have really made it a very immersive experience. No headphone jack. I don't understand that because they gave it to the LG V60. That would have been really cool, along with a 32-bit hi-fi quad DAC, which you don't get either. And no wide angle on the selfie camera, which is a disappointment. And no 1080p or 4K at 60 frames per second. So you can get 1080p at 30, but you're not getting no 4K at all, and you're not getting 1080 at 60 frames per second. But other than that, my experience with this phone has been great. Really no issues at all. I use this case, like I said, because it gives me some extra grip, and it also gives me a nice little kickstand. It really just protects the back of the phone. It doesn't do anything for the screen at all. But, when I want to watch something, I want to watch it in this mode, my kickstand works really well. But it's all about this action right here. It's just, I love it. I absolutely love it. You could double tap to make both screens go out. But if you want more information on all the things you can do with this phone, I do have other videos that you could check out, my full review of this phone. And I did a video, what makes the LG Wing so unique. You can watch that, and you'll see all the many different functions and ways you can use this device. So that was my 4 months of usage with the LG Wing. It is a great device. I can recommend it. If software updates is not the biggest deal to you, I would definitely recommend you get this phone. Plus, it's dirt cheap. Okay, and you're getting great cameras, you're getting great battery life, great display, great performance. You're getting all the basics that about this device that are great. Okay, only thing like I said, no face unlock, fingerprint sensor is okay. No headphone jack, which LG was known for. You are getting expandable storage, which is a great thing. You're getting 256 gigs already on board, plus 8 gigs of RAM. And, overall, the phone operates really, really great. And I just love that display. And you're getting a very nice, one of the best always-on displays in the business. It is customizable. All right, so thank you very much for taking the time to view this content. I do appreciate it. Hope everybody out there is staying safe and staying well. And I'll check you guys out in the next one. Peace.